Hi, so I want to demo this universal travel plug here. So as you can see, this one has 3 outlets. So I'm going to go through some of the pros and cons of this. There's an outlet in the bottom, which also doubles as an adapter, which is nice. And the great thing about this, one of the biggest pros, is that it is self-contained. So there's no loose parts. You don't have to find another bag or mini package to actually hold all of these accessories, because they do come together. So that's an adapter for lots of times for Asia. And this particular one is in general for Europe. And as you can see, the adapter itself comes out and you simply plug it into the back. Now I do want to show you the USB here. Now the USB is somewhat limited. It'll charge a lot of the phones, but not often a lot of the tablets, because the tablets might be 2.1 amps. This one supports 1 amp. However, oftentimes you'll have an adapter here. So this is for an iPad, iPhone, and you could simply plug it in basically to the main outlet. And notice once I remove this adapter, this spot here is a little bit smaller, so you might not be able to fit, say, one of these things on it. Now, the other great thing about this is that it does support these 3 prongs. So as you can see, if I wanted to put in a 3-prong outlet, I simply fit it in and push it in, and it does fit because it does have a hole for the ground, even though the ground itself is not actually doing anything in that particular situation. There is a surge protector. This surge protector turns red when it's on, and for the USB, this thing turns green when it's on. And as I mentioned before, this will support a lot of the phones because this is 1 amp, so that is not something you have to worry terribly about, but this is one of the best ones on the market, and it's branded in a variety of ways. This particular one is branded American Tourister, whereas on Amazon it's branded as Conair, and you could get the link in the description area of this video. I'll post that link where it's Conair. Now, this adapter here, you would have to wiggle in, and this will be for the Europe. So I'm going to plug in several other things to demonstrate it here. So this is typically a charger for a camera or a camcorder. As you can see, it could go in the bottom, I mean in the center here, or it could go at the bottom, as you can see. And also, these other types, once again, you could just simply plug it in. Keep in mind, this top one is a little bit limited now that I'm using the Europe one because it is sucked in, and so it might not support, some of the angles here. And this is for generally a tablet, and you could also plug this in. So this particular one is actually for an iPad and iPhone. And as I mentioned before, that this will support many of the phones and tablets as a 1 amp charger. This entire device here, adapter, is 10 amps. So it'll support a lot of the 3 charging simultaneously. It's not going to suck up 10 amps like just like that. In addition to, so you could probably have 4 things plugged in here, and 10 amps is plenty. Now, this particular one, as I mentioned before, it might be for a phone, but it could also simply be for a tablet, but it might just charge it a little bit slower. And if you don't have that, then you could get one of these adapters where you could simply just plug it in and it'll work out. Now, you want to be careful with some of the other ones because they don't have as many plugs simultaneously as this one. This one supports 3, as I mentioned before. Now I just want to stick in this one. It's the same as the others. So as I mentioned in the back here, it supports a variety of countries. As you can see, this is Australia and New Zealand, in which case you simply angle it and plug it in. And for the universal adapter here for Asia, you simply do the same thing here and plug that in, and this is the adapter. And once again, this is nicely self-contained, as you see. But that's really it. That's really what I wanted to mention and demo, and I hope this helped, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching.